to this edition of Cronkite Sports Live. I'm Alex Gaul, and alongside me is Spencer Hardenbergh. Spencer, it's great to have you back at the anchor desk.
Listen, it's great to be back, and I feel much like I think ASU football felt last weekend coming back for a big win against Cal. I hate to be the cliche guy, but if there's been anything consistent about this team, it's been their lack of consistency, and they did not disappoint after a tough loss to Colorado a few weeks ago against Cal and Berkeley.
You are absolutely right, Spencer. Let's pick this one up in the first quarter. Dayton Daniels rolling out right side, going deep down the sideline, 38 yards to Ricky Pearsall for the big completion. It was ASU's biggest gain of the game and set up this play later in the drive. Eno Benjamin going through the middle from 11 yards out, breaking a number of tackles and getting into the end zone. But California would strike back later in the quarter. It's Chase Garbers to Trevin Clark for 16 yards and the touchdown that would put ASU and Cal level at 7-7. But Garbers would leave the game later, and now Devin Mobster in at quarterback for Cal, and this pass is intercepted by Ashari Crosswell right before the halftime break as ASU and Cal go in 7-7 at halftime. Now Cal up 14-7. Eno Benjamin barreling through the middle for the touchdown, his second of the evening. It's now 14-14. After three quarters, 17-14 now. ASU need the touchdown here, and they're going to get it. It's Eno Benjamin's third of the evening. It ties a career high for him, and it's second 100-yard rushing game of the season for Benjamin as Arizona State beats California 24-17. The Arizona State women's hockey team is 4-0 for the first time ever. That comes after a sparkling weekend in Colorado that saw Lindsay Ellis' squad outscore their opponents 21-2 in 4 games against Denver and Colorado State. It was a weekend of firsts for the Sun Devils. Their first opening night victory, a 5-1 blowout of Colorado State. ASU forward Danielle DuPont made her presence felt later on in the weekend with the first hat trick of her ASU career, scoring 4 goals to help ASU to a 9-1 blowout over CSU, their largest margin of victory ever, and completing their first series sweep of the Rams. ASU is back in the Valley this weekend for a 2-game set with in-state rival Grand Canyon. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. tonight from the Arcadia Ice Arena. From one hockey team to the other, ASU men's hockey is set to begin their 2019 campaign this weekend. And while this year's team will look significantly different on the ice, it's a move in the coaching staff that has fans excited. Our own Mike McQuaid was at Oceanside Ice Arena and has more.
All right, everyone, let's get those Twitter fingers ready. Chris Farendorf is here to bring us through the last week in social media. Chris, thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me. Social media debut for myself. Super stoked to be here.
Hey, you should be.
Really excited. Let's get it.
For my first tweet, I know you guys have been talking about ASU football just defeated Cal, the Golden Bears, this last weekend. So for my first tweet, I have a tweet from the Arizona State Sun Devils account. They tweeted, "Look what we found in Berkeley. Jaden Daniels on top of a bear." If there was one ASU football player who would actually be able to tame a bear, who would it be?
Well, are current players and alumni included in this?
Both. Any ASU football player.
Because the first person that comes to mind is N'Keal Harry, because that guy is jacked.
I'm going N'Keal Harry, too. I'm going to go Manny Wilkins. He was a leader. Maybe he could use some of that zen.
Well, he might just hurdle over the bear.
He would. He would just jump over it. I didn't really take that into consideration. I got to say, love the shout-out to Brick, though. That is, that is good stuff.
If we're throwing in coaches, too, though, what about Herm Edwards?
He's got the gene.
He's just tapped in.
Eye of the tiger.
He's just crazy enough.
It's a little bit crazy, I'm not going to lie. And so I'm not sure if you guys have realized, being on the downtown campus, being a sports journalism major, there are a lot of people from Chicago.
Yes, there are. Yes, there are.
Yeah.
Tempe Barstool, they tweeted, "If you ever want to meet people from Chicago, come to ASU." Alex, you're from Chicago.
Well, from the suburbs, as it says right there.
Excuse me.
Suburbs, there you go.
Why do you think so many people from Chicago come to ASU for college?
Well, there's 2 answers to that. The first one is the Chicago Cubs, and second is the weather. Because as my dad told me, he went to college up in the Northeast, and I was looking at a couple schools up there, and he said, "Why would you go to the Northeast when you could come down to the Southwest?" It was a pretty easy decision. I think a lot of Chicagoans feel the same.
I'm from the Northeast. I'm from Boston, and I've had my fair share of school in the Northeast. So I think I'm with the Chicagoans.
You don't like those negative 40-degree wind chills?
No, not for me. Maybe for others. Not my thing. Not my thing.
Agreed 100%. I enjoy the weather down here. And for my last tweet, most college football teams have a mascot doing their push-ups, right? Their touchdown push-ups, excuse me. Well, Virginia Tech, they actually have a push-up robot.
Oh, man.
And then Sparky the Sun Devil quote tweeted and said, "There's only one push-up machine in college football, and it ain't this thing."
Well, that's innovation right there. I don't know where Virginia Tech is, but
they should be beating us in that ranking every year.
We've all been to an ASU game. We know Sparky's got some questionable push-ups from time to time. You guys are both pretty big pretty big boys. Alex, I'm gonna ask you guys to each do your own push-up, and then I'll tell you who's got the better form.
Somebody we get the jackets off.
Yeah, we gotta take the
I guess
jackets
it
off.
does. Oh man. All right.
Alex, you can go first,
Alex,
right? When we
roll.
got the setup.
All right, well, I gotta get this mic over here first. But Spencer, I had a feeling he was gonna ask something like this, so I actually brought his headbands.
Oh,
I don't
did
know
you?
if we got them. Here we go.
Do I get
There's
blue?
a blue one for
All
you.
right, thank you.
And then here's the other one for me. So I gotta put it on because we're gonna sweat a lot doing these
Oh,
push-ups.
probably. I know.
I gotta put this on.
That's for sure.
All right, here we
It's all
go.
about the form.
Nice.
Alex is up first. Nice. Okay, wide stance. I like it.
Yeah.
it. Ooh, going for 3.
Yeah,
Nice.
3. I can't do the clap one though. I don't know if Spencer can, but
Let me get one in first. Hold on. All right. Let me get my bearings here. One.
Chest to the
Okay.
chest to the ground. I like it. Ooh.
oh, he's got
nice,
2.
nice.
Oh, he's got 3.
I kind of want to try 2 clap. Ready?
Oh, wow.
Don't break your nose there, Spencer.
I almost
Let me
had
have you
it.
up there.
I almost had it.
That was pretty good, but
It was close. It was close.
I'll show.
It was really just the grip. I totally had it if my hand
I'll
hurt.
show
but
you
I
guys.
still-
I'll show you guys how the expert does it now.
Oh boy.
man.
Okay. All right. Let's see it.
You know, let's get this camera on me.
Oh, there he is.
man.
All right.
Oh yeah, baby.
All right,
I'll take a 5.
Could you get a 2 clap though? Because he got the 2 clap.
I thought I was.
We'll save that for another
Yeah,
episode.
we'll save that for another
episode.
time.
That's all I got for today's social media. Thanks so much for having me on.
Chris,
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for being here. So sometimes you do something right and it still ends up wrong. ASU Women's Soccer found out about this firsthand in their loss in heartbreaking fashion to USC. We're going to get in some more push-ups here in the Cronkite Sports Live Fitness Center, and Ali Kruzniak's going to tell you how it all went down.
Pac-12 track and field student athletes and alumni are representing the conference on the other side of the world. That's because the 2019 IAAF World Championships are underway in Doha, Qatar. USC senior Angie Anelis narrowly missed the podium with a 4th place finish in the 200 meters. That finish comes just 4 months after Anelis won the NCAA championship in the same event. In the men's 110-meter hurdles, Phoenix native and University of Oregon alum Devin Allen breezed through qualifying rounds and finished 7th in the final. Emma Coburn, who spent her college days at the University of Colorado, ran a personal best and won the silver medal in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. With so much talent coming from the schools in the conference, the track is a great place to keep tabs on heading into 2020 and the Tokyo Olympics. You can keep up with all the events in Doha at www.iaaf.org. Sticking with teams that call Wells Fargo Arena home, Sun Devil Hoops had its first media availability of the season this week, where Bobby Hurley and Remy Martin address what they think of this year's squad.
I just think we have, we're interchangeable. We have a lot of different ways that we could go, and that's the one thing that I'm noticing that I like. I feel like at times with the addition of Jalen House and Lonzo Verge, that we could be a lot like the team 2 years ago if I go that direction. There may not be a team that I've had that I'm more confident about, putting points on the board if you kind of go right down the line.
I feel great. I mean, what's in the past in the past. We had a tremendous run. I miss, some of the guys that's, left, but it's a new path now. It's a big year. I know it sounds crazy because every year is like a big year, but, I'm an upperclassman now. It's my last 2 years here, so it's starting to get real.
Hurley and Martin will lead the Sun Devils to Shanghai, China for the team's first game of the season, November 8th. And Spencer, now it's time for The Way It Is. You know how it works. It's our favorite segment. We ask each other questions back and forth, and the winner gets to rant. So Spencer, ASU Hockey starts the season ranked at number 20. Where will they be ranked at the end of the season?
So I'm going to put him at top 15. It's tough because when a team comes into a season with a lot of expectations, I feel like they usually fault. But I think this team has it. I'm going to put him at top 15 by the end of the season.
Yeah, this team's losing a lot of people. They lose Joey DeCourt, obviously, to the NHL, the first Sun Devil to sign in the NHL. But they're getting a lot of people into this squad as well. People think of Logan Genuine. I think of him, first of all. He's going to have a great season this year. I think they're going to make the top 15, maybe even the top 10.
Certainly some new talent could carry him. Now it's an 0-1-1 start for Graham Winkworth's side. They won 5 games in the Pac-12 last year. Over under, Alex. What do you think? 5 games.
I mean, they definitely have a slow start going for them, the 0-1-1, but they have a lot of technical quality in their front six, just a ton of quality up there. I think they have enough. I still think I'm going to be the optimist here. I think they're going to get over 5. I think they get that 6th win. They make the NCAA tournament.
How about I be the yin to your yang here? I'm going to be a pessimist. I got them going under 5. I just don't see it with this team this year. I think last year was a bit of an anomaly for them. I'm going to go under 5.
All right, and ASU football has 2 big games the next 2 weeks with Wazoo before traveling to Utah the week after. Spencer, what will their record be in the next 2 weeks?
See, I want to say 0-2. I'll give them 1-1 though. I do think that they'll win versus Utah, but we see a pattern here. Like this keeps happening. They win, big loss, big win, big loss. I think they lose to Washington State and then beat Utah.
Yeah, it seems to be a pattern with ASU teams beating the teams that they shouldn't and also losing to the teams they shouldn't.
Exactly.
I think it's going to happen the same way, Spencer. 1-1 for ASU.
Well, I hope that you're inconsistent because I know last time you beat me in the way it is. So
did I?
Really, yes, you did. Last time, I will never forget.
You're a hard guy to beat,
Still wakes me up at
Spencer.
night, but I'm really hoping I take this one. All right.
And we'll move right into top plays now, Spencer. We got our first one coming from the ASU versus Cal game, end of the second quarter. And Cal driving near the red zone, going deep to the back corner of the end zone. Ashari Crossbow comes down with it, makes the fabulous interception. And ASU's 24-17 victory over California.
Even had the wherewithal to take a knee there. Good stuff. Now let's go to the other side of the ball. Eno Benjamin, the Texan hammer, to the outside, into the end zone, barrels over another guy, just because why not? I'm Eno Benjamin. I can do what I want. Touchdown ASU. He was an animal this game. Let's watch it again. And as you said, Alex, definitely his best performance of the season at just the right time.
Has to be. Now we're going to go from one football to the other kind of football. Marlene Schimmer, the pride of Mainz, Germany, going for the goal! Sun Devils! And it's a 5th goal of the season for Marlene Schimmer. It's an absolute screamer from outside the box. And that's good enough for our number 1 play of the game. ASU did lose in that game 2-1, though, to USC.
Alex, I gotta say, I don't know what was better, the top play or that goal call. I might give it to you. But everyone watching, thank you guys very much. For Alex Gaul and the entire Cronkite Sports team, I'm Spencer Hardenbergh. Have an awesome week, and we'll see you next time.